Black Ops 4, the next Call of Duty release everyone is talking about. You've probably watched enough videos of people saying how excited they are, but I actually want to have a discussion. Now, the trailers make the game look immaculate. I've been a COD fan for years, that's no secret. I love the multiplayer, it's fast-paced, action-packed, and as the years go on, the game becomes increasingly more dense. Adding a ton of new features and content, it's hard to say it's still the game that it used to be. In fact, with the release of the new trailers for Black Ops 4, it's clear that it's not the same game anymore. Is that a problem? Well, I'm here to give you my opinion. Black Ops 4 is announced multiplayer, hopefully living up to the hype of the trailers, but personally, I don't trust trailers anymore. So what I did is I just searched Black Ops 4 gameplay, and luckily enough I found the alpha gameplay, and honestly it looks clean and fun. It looks extremely fulfilling. So yes, Black Ops 4 does seem to catch my eye. Sure, it's the 4th generation of the Black Ops series, and often games get worse over time due to game developers adding content but running out of ideas for something that hasn't been done before. Although, with this multiplayer preview, it seems relatively fresh, and I am excited for that. I'm not yet gonna explain why Blackout seems so fishy. I'll get to that in a bit. First, I want to talk about removing the campaign in general. Personally, I am totally a story guy. The games I enjoy usually have a story that I can love. So you may be thinking I'm going to be completely biased against Black Ops 4, but honestly, I have no reason to be. The main reason I'm not so distraught on the removal of a story mode is simply because, at first glance, this game still seems to be full of story. I won't know until I get my hands on it, but to explain myself, let me direct you straight to the Zombies game mode. Black Ops Zombies has always had a special place in my heart. I find it more immersive than the campaigns themselves. Sure, Black Ops 3 was completely different than 1 and 2. I'm not gonna deny that. When I first loaded up Black Ops 3 Zombies, I was against it, thinking to myself, what the fuck is this squid thing? Where is the generator? And why is this place so hard to navigate? I was so used to the old Zombies having a simpler appeal that I wasn't quite expecting something so in-depth. Now I hear people talking about how they hate the new Zombies because of the magic and the transforming and shit that doesn't make sense. Let me get something clear to them. You're playing a game about zombies. What is real about that? Zombies has been a huge selling point for the Call of Duty series. The game developers know it, but they usually have a ton of fun with it. Writing amazing stories, creating relationships between the players and the characters, with identifying personality traits, unique dialogue, and gameplay that is clearly one of a kind. I am excited for the new Zombies. As the first zombie trailer I watched, The Voyage of Despair, I was instantly sucked in. The characters were also very intriguing to me. There's a suave thief type using dual-wield blades. How fucking cool is that? And then there's this babe redhead who is clearly the intelligent one and is also a badass. And some big-ass brute that punches a guy in the face so hard that he does a backflip. And his little friend, an old man that seems timid yet can make rash decisions instantly. Now, the characters seem awesome, but at the end of the trailer is where my interest of the story of the new Zombies really ignited. As the 4 badasses are shooting, stabbing, and brawling hordes of zombies that were turned by a cursed artifact that the squad failed to commandeer, the camera starts to pan out, and you see this giant ice structure behind them. But as the last seconds of the trailer ensue, the camera pans out even more, and in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen on a floaty it says Titanic, and that instantly made me ready to slaughter some undead. Giving the game a mystical feel, yet relating it to the real world, it's genius. Now, there was a second trailer for the Zombies, Roman numeral 9, which opens with a squad sitting around some mysterious liquid, having a voice hiss inside their heads giving them instructions. Just by their facial expressions, you can tell what they're thinking. Some skeptical, afraid, confident, or just along for the ride. Their eyes turn black and it cuts to a new scene. The gang is wearing something out of the Roman era. They're in a gladiator ring, and a ritual ensues, and I am hooked. I don't care about realism. The developers clearly had a vision and pursued it. The trailer looked great. I had the same adrenaline rush watching that as I did when I first loaded up Toten. The magic, the style, the characters, it all seems so well blended, and I am truly excited for the stories that Zombie Mode has to offer. Now, do I forgive Black Ops 4 for taking out the campaign? Not really. But if the Zombies mode is exciting and as detailed as the trailer makes it seem, maybe the absence of a classic war story mode would be okay. But I always love playing Call of Duty stories. Is the replacement a proper replacement for the story mode? That's what I find a little fishy. A few months ago, from an anonymous source, someone said that the campaign won't be released because the developing team realized that they wouldn't be able to finish it in time. But Dan Bunting, co-head at Treyarch, contradicted that notion, saying that his team has known all along that they wanted to do something different and that they never planned on putting a campaign in the game from the start. Do I trust the anonymous source? No. Well, I don't know, maybe. But hey, choosing between an anonymous source and the co-head of Treyarch is kind of a toss-up. But if Treyarch is serious about making a different Battle Royale, then sure, go for it. Make a whole new Battle Royale. Because Black Ops introduced Blackout. The Blackout trailer was simple. It didn't show gameplay, just a silhouette of a map, a massive map, allowing for vehicular combat and nostalgia. Why does it offer nostalgia? Well, they claim to have put some of our favorite elements from earlier games into one giant arena where everyone can battle it out. Now, I do love the thought of being able to customize your character according to your gameplay and putting yourself into a map that is full of people that want to kill you. I just hope it doesn't follow suit to common Battle Royale games like Fortnite and PUBG, where it's find your weapons and survive. I would rather drop in with my own loadout and take on 100 other capable players the way that I like to play Call of Duty. I always loved playing free-for-all. It was my favorite game mode in every single Call of Duty there was. I guess this is just a bigger version of that, right? At least I hope. Along with the promise of vehicular combat and customizable gameplay, they say that there's going to be RC cars and other killstreak utilities. I have no idea how that's going to work, but if they stick to the Call of Duty meta, then my hopes is that they still function like killstreaks. The trailer, being in a frozen setting, does look like it's full of intense combat and crazy abilities that really might make this Battle Royale different, and that is what they promised. And I hope that's what we get. I do find it strange that they're releasing a Battle Royale after all of the Fortnite and PUBG hype. This could be a money grab, but they have dedicated a lot of manpower to it. In fact, they scrapped the whole campaign for it. I just have to say one more thing about it. Treyarch, you better not ever move a potentially awesome story for some half-assed Battle Royale just to get the Call of Duty franchise back to the top. So in conclusion, I am excited for Black Ops 4. I would be even more excited for a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Edition, but I guess I will keep waiting and just be content with what they have to offer. All in all, I see potential. I wish and pray to whatever higher power there is that this isn't a bust. I hope getting rid of one of the most crucial parts to a Call of Duty story will pay off for both the developers and the consumers. Once the game releases, all I hope for is that we, as gamers, are still in love with the franchise that has pioneered the competitive gaming world from the beginning. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like usual, please let me know what you thought about the video, or Black Ops 4 in general. I'd love to hear your insight. If you can't get enough of me, head over to my Twitch where I'm streaming quite often. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, because I love putting out content for you guys, and getting those likes and subs really motivates me to do so. So, have a great day. Onesie out.